Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone, and happy Sunday, March 6th. Before we get this whole thing started, I want to wish a very happy birthday to my daughter, who is 23 today, and she has been riding my butt about doing this Sass on her birthday. But I said, what better way than to kick off a new product than on Sarah's birthday, right? Like, I was trying to spin this. I didn't spin it very well as a mom. But good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. A slightly different view this morning, as you can see. Today, I am going to be launching not only a new product that has been a year in the making, literally, but it's also launching a brand new company. Although this person has been a part of the tribe for what feels like a million years, I am super excited to be able to introduce you guys to Taz Creations Metal Arts. What are Taz Creation Metal Arts, you're asking? That is our very own Erin. That is right. Erin and her husband, John, are the owners of Taz Creations Metal Arts. Now you're asking me, Nikki, what in the world did you get yourself into? Well, let me give you a backstory. These two amazing human beings, not only does Erin, when she comes into our Zoom meetings, but even in life and talking to her behind the scenes and even in the group, lights up a room when she walks in with her most incredible smile and just free spirit. She is truly an amazing human being. And over the last couple of weeks, I've gotten to know her husband, John, who is just as sweet. Like, how can you wrap this much sweetness up into a couple? I'm not really sure. But not only that, they are our military veterans. Both of them are retired vets, which means they served over 20 years to be in the military, serving our great country. And so I want to say right now, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your service to our country. And this is how your country is going to help you back by helping you launch your company with Metal Arts. I'm so super excited. But before we get into the video of what I'm about to show you, I want to give you a shout out to Jess and Jody. And Jody's live right now. I can't say live, but she is behind the scenes working right from Erin's house. This girl's really sad because I wish I was there. I'm just gonna say, and she's probably cracking up right now because I've literally given these two enough crap about me not being there, but it is what it is. So say good morning to the ladies. Say good morning to Jess, who is over on Facebook, and say good morning to Jody, who is over on YouTube. So good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm so excited. I'm just telling you, I'm so excited. Metal Arts. Taz Creations Metal Arts. So now I'm going to show you the behind the scenes of what this is. What are they? They are a US 100% made company. So their Metal Arts, they get this steel metal, they cut it with their plasma cutter that they purchased, and they sublimate it, or they coat it with sublimation. I'm sorry, I'm getting all confused. I'm so excited. Okay, so they go literally from cut to powder coating and adding the sublimation powder that we need to add. So it's completely USA made and by two military vets. I mean, it's such a perfect combination. Now, John had gotten the plasma cutter back the end of last year, and so he's been working on it and whatnot, and I've been super excited because it's been a project that I have been waiting for. And Erin will joke around and tell you the only reason we got the plasma cutter is so that we can make Nikki's project. Not true, okay? Although she'll tell you that, but that's not 100% true, okay? So, also, I would like to say right now, good morning to Miss Lori, our Sawgrass ambassador, who's hanging over on YouTube. I see she's already checked in this morning, so good morning to her as well. Before I get into all the fun stuff, I'm sorry for your wallets. Not only am I launching a new product today, I also have launched a sale in my shop, if you will. So that's right. There is a sale going on right now in my shop. for 40% off at the Sassy Sever on Etsy. So you will be able to find all the goods over there. But let's get to it. Let me show you what has been going on. And I'm going to talk. I slowed the video down so that I can show it to you. But here is what's been in the making. I'm so excited. I can't even believe it. Okay, so let's get to that. I just want to make sure I get to the right thing here. Why isn't it working? Hold on one second, guys. It's not working. And I don't want it to not work. I want to show the video. Good gravy. So fine, I'll do it myself. I'm going to sew it right down. Let me get it down to where I can sew, because I want to be able to talk to you about this and whatnot, of what is going on. So I'm just going to grab up this video real quick, get that loaded in, because I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if it's because it's not in queue or what. Let me see. Let me take that out. Let me see what happens. Who knows? It might be because it needs to be in queue, so give me a second. There we go. All right, so these are the wind spinners. I went down a rabbit hole about a year ago, and right now these were all powder coated. And this is what John's showing you. This is the inside of their shop. Those ones need to be powder coated. So he not only cuts them with the plasma cutter, they get ready for powder coating. They've got ones that are already powder coated, right? And then he's going to show you how they have to bake them too. So when I tell you these are completely made in-house, your girl's not kidding, okay? Those are the 6-inch ones, I can tell you, by the size of those. So yes, he has a variety of different things and whatnot. So those happen to be the wind spinners that I have literally been waiting for a year. But see, let me tell you about the process of those. I tried outsourcing. A lot of us do outsource to China, and I did try to outsource it to China. But here was the problem with it. They couldn't get the coating right. They might have gotten the cut right. First it was the cut wasn't right. Then it was the coating wasn't right. And I didn't want to give you guys a crap product. I need to stand behind the products that I produce or I put out here. And if I don't stand behind it, I'm not going to show it to you. One, because the face don't lie long before the mouth even says it. But two, I am literally putting myself out there and telling you guys this is a great product, and then you guys, could possibly waste your hard-earned dollars on a crap product. And I'm not about that lifestyle. So I tabled the idea, and in talking with Erin, she's like, Nikki, she goes, I'm totally down for getting a plasma cutter. I've been thinking about it. That's something John would want. And so they went ahead and they did it. And now it makes it a perfect, see, everything I believe in life is all about perfect timing. And sometimes it just has to wait. It had to wait until I could introduce it from a tribe member. Not only that, but they know that my heart is with my veterans. My husband's a veteran, and we actually live next to the VFW, so I deal with a lot of veterans, and I love nothing more than to showing off my friends, but also showing off our veterans, because you know what? They are just near and dear to my heart. So let's pop over to that screen. I'm going to switch the sound so y'all can hear me, but I needed to give you a little eye candy too. I'm going to show you one that I finished. We're going to talk about all the details of what it looks like, and let's see if I can get this right. We'll see. I don't know. Sometimes I can get things right, and sometimes I can't. I will go turn it on for you too, but here you go. It's kind of hanging there. Don't worry. It's there. All right. Let's switch over the sound. All right, there it is hanging. That is right. Let's grab the coffee. As you guys can see, this is the butterfly wind spinner. Hi there. Y'all miss me? You missed me. I know you did. Okay. So this is the butterfly wind spinner. What this contraction is that you're seeing up here, and we're going to talk about this, is this little thing right here. Hold on. Let's see if I can turn it on. you need one of those. I think every shop needs one of those, especially if you're going to be, putting this into a shop display or anything like that. You're gonna want this right there. So we're gonna get onto my computer over here. There we go. Look at that. She's pretty. She's pretty. All right. I love how it moves. I've got all the cameras, just getting everything set. So, because, you know, this is a multi-camera day. All right. So, let's talk about this thing. I will take it off so you can get a close peek. This is called a wind spinner tail right here. And I will show you what they look like. I'm going to tell you where you can get all the pieces. The ladies will be linking everything that I show you. This is her butterfly wind spinner. All right, so she gets a butterfly one. We're also going to press her other ones as well. So let's get that on here while we talk about things. I forgot to turn on the heat press. Give me 1 second. I got so excited I forgot to turn on the heat press. Down. Okay. And down. Thankfully, big guy doesn't take too long. Okay. I wanted to bring this in closer so you guys could see it. So here is... there's not many other sublimation wind spinners that are made with steel on the market. There are very few. And the ones that you do find are kind of clunky. They're a little bit on the heavier side. They are harder to twist. I want to just show you how easy this is to twist this open and close. I will show you how the packaging comes and all of that. So here is the butterfly. We are going to literally... one-handed, Mom. Look! I'm just holding it for the sake of holding it. Right? So there you go. This is what that butterfly... I mean, look, peep the blue. I mean, peep the blue! Look at the blue. Look at the blue, Mom. This design is already in my shop. This, like I said, is called a wind spinner tail. It has this very mesmerizing gazing ball in the center. Love these. So you can get those. This is where you can get that. But if you don't want that one, now these ones were $11.99. $11.99 for 4 of these, and they come in different colors. They come in yellow, green, and red, but you guys can find your own. Or you guys can get these guys. They can come into a 40-pack. And when I mean they come in a 40-pack, your girl ain't kidding, okay? They come in a multi-pack of color, okay? These are upgrades, if you will. Now, all of this particular wind spinner, the butterfly is for this one. So here we go. So you can see what it looks like with the tail, right? This is just added on. Don't worry, we're going to do some more fun things with this, but you're going to see it. So, again, it's just a quick twist of this. Your client's going to be the one twisting it. You're not going to be. So, really, it doesn't have to worry about. You're wondering, Nikki, is it going to take like 100 years to twist this thing? And is it going to break if they over twist it, under twist? No. I've twisted this thing about 5 times. 500 times, I should say. I keep playing with it. So, you know, it definitely meets Nikki quality standards here. Here we go. Don't worry, it won't. It'll eventually settles itself down. This is great, like I said, for a display. That is the wind spinner that is a motor. So it's a wind spinner motor. Great for shops if you want people to see what you have, because wind spinners need to move. Again, this is also called a wind spinner tail. Those are plastic. These guys are metal, and they come with the little gazing ball and the charm in the bottom. Now, of course, you guys can grab whatever you want. You guys can put whatever you want at the bottom. We're going to work on that. Now, let me see what we got going on. Okay, so I've got a couple different butterfly designs in my shop already, but you know what? We go big or go home around here. Let me show you. Not only does she have the butterfly, okay, I should say they, because it really is they, right? They also have a 6-inch. Look at that 6-inch. It is adorable. This is what I love. It's all different price points, okay? So they not only have a 6-inch, but peep the packaging, because you know how I am about packaging. Peep the packaging. This one was already open, but it is sealed, so it's nice and tight in here. It does come with the hardware. I will tell you that this is the 10-inch, so it does come with the 2 holes. The 6-inch will also come with the 2 holes. I have the 1.0 version. The 2.0 version is the newest one out. I got this one before we decided, hey, it needs a 1 at the bottom. So that's okay. It doesn't matter for this particular tutorial. We're going to press these. We're going to press them live. So they all come in this kind of like sealed bag individually. All right, they are cut with a plasma cutter. They are steel. They do have sublimation coating on them. And coming soon, once they dial it in, she's going to also be offering glow in the dark. What? Who knows? But for right now, she has the 10-inch solid. She has, I'm sorry, the 6-inch solid, the 10-inch solid, and only then, I need to tell you about another one. This was the crazy idea, and they were totally here for it. So this is also the 1.0 version. The bigger version, or the newest version, is on the website. This one was an idea of what could we do with our ornaments. We have a ton of ornaments. We have a ton of different shapes. Now you can use metal, you can use MDF or acrylic for the center. You just want to make sure that you tell your clients that, hey, you know, this is going to be, let me get my little hooky thing. Okay. This, if you use MDF, you know, there's the warning, but look at, this blank came from Sublimation Underground. All right. So any of the metal blanks from Sublimation Underground fit in the center. I love that I can make this interchangeable. Just get an S hook. Really that simple. Get an S hook. As this turns. This will turn with it. I'm not really worried about that. But I love that we can make it completely interchangeable. You could add some ribbon and a bead. It really is up to you how you decide to do this. But this is a great way to use up any of those smaller than 4 inches, right? Because you really don't want anything bigger than 4 inches. For this space. You can make it completely customizable. This is the interchangeable wind spinner. It is the 10-inch. This style, not on the market. This is the only one. This is with Taz Creations, Metal Art, and Creations has an 8, so it's CRE8TIONS, as you can see. As the ladies post the links. So this is from Taz Creations. This part is custom to them. No one else has this. You could take any of those ornaments, any of the MDF, whatever you want to do, and put it in the center. I personally want the metal ones just because they're going to have a lot more longevity to it. But I'm going to tell you, you could do an MDF if you want to use up those double-sided MDF shapes. You absolutely can. You just want to maybe make it as an interchangeable for your client. Maybe change it out for the seasons. Whatever it may be, it's completely up to you. Now, I will tell you, all of the wind spinners are UV safe. Okay, so they do have a UV coating in them, so don't worry about that. I am so excited about all of these. We are going to press these. I want you guys to see what they look like. I am just blown away with the fact of how quickly they helped me with this project and it being a year in the making. I'm going to pull everything out. We're going to line it all up. I painstakingly sat and made all of the templates for Taz Creations so that you guys would have your own templates. Sorry. I am going to run into that thing before the day's out. There is no doubt in my mind. Right? It is freaking awesome. Now, you're going to ask me, Nikki, what's the price point? What's the price point of this? That is the most asked question. So here's 2 things. One, if you're a part of the Sassy Subber group, there's a discount code for the group. You can only get that code over there. Okay? You can't get that code anywhere else. It's only for the tribe. All right? So if you are not a part of the tribe and you're not a part of the group, my question is, why aren't you? I mean, come on now. We are pretty rock awesome. But I want to tell you, here's some perks to this. Other places may force you to buy 12 of something. You can buy up to 1, 100, whatever your little heart's desires. Okay, that's bonus 1. You're not forced to buy 12. 2, this is only $8. That's right, $8 for the 6-inch. All right, this guy, the interchangeable, is 12. This guy with the solid center, we're calling these the solid core center. This guy is 14. That beautiful loveliness is also 14. So you're asking me, Nikki, what's the price point on these? Well, it depends on what you add to it. If you keep it where it's just a wind spinner, that's up to you. But as soon as you start adding little doodads and dads and bingles and bangles and all of that fun stuff, then of course it's going to up the price. With that said, definitely starting point, at least 20 for the small. All right, you could sell them for at least 20. What you decide to sell them for is completely up to you and what you add to it. Remember, as you add little tails and stuff, it adds value to your wind spinner. Furthermore, it can be completely customized for your client. How beautiful is that? There are not wind spinners out on the market that, there is. I can't say there's not. There is a wind spinner out there, but like I said, these are lighter in weight. They come in solid core, they come in the butterfly, and they come in the interchangeable currently. I keep saying she, but they will also be offering custom centers and whatnot, but that comes down the pike. First things first, let's get these sold. Now, they don't have a film on them. Let me get over here. I'm fumbling them over my own words this morning because I'm so super excited. Just to give you a size preference for that. There you go. They are getting the links, don't worry. They're getting you the links. Could we use the metal ornaments in the middle? Yes, you can. That's exactly what I did, and that's what we're going to do. We are going to use a metal ornament in the center, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. We're going to press that all up. So we will have that, so no worries there. All right, we're going to do these one at a time. Now, you're going to ask me all the fun, detailed questions, right? So, I did $3.95 for 65. I did firm pressure. You don't have to worry about being too gentle with these, so that's a beautiful thing. Because we are talking about our military veterans today, and in honor of Aaron and John and their new company, I made the Veterans Wind Spinner. This will actually hang up in my house, because, you know, hubby is a veteran himself. Sorry, I'm trying to see my own glare here. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna put this right on here. Now, do you tape it down? Yes, I'm taping mine down. Why? Just for the sake of taping it down. Okay. Now, I will go and do what I normally do. So most times people flip it over and press it that way. I want to see, and if I flip it the other way like I normally do my metals, if it's going to make a difference. I think because this is a little bit on the thicker side than our normal aluminum like earrings and whatnots that you can get, you know, and the ornaments, we'll have to see. We're going to do that part together because I was just thinking about it. I press these completely different than most times. So we're going to go get our protective paper, walk around the wind spinner that's going to knock me out today. Only I would put it right in the middle of the damn room. But I wanted you to see it, and it looks fun. A friend of mine said, why are you getting a battery-operated wind spinner? And I was like, because I want them to see it move. My shop has no wind. All right. So we're going to let that heat press just warm up a little bit more. It's not quite there yet. I'm going to lay it out. Let me get this laid out. Now remember, like I said, this was the 1.0 version. The 2.0 version is on the website, which has the little piece at the bottom. While we're sitting here waiting for that press to heat up, I want to show you that interchangeable one. So I'm going to go pull some shapes. I want you to see what it looks like. So here's the round. Let me go get my other shapes from Sublimation Underground. There we go. Oosh. I gotta tell you, these are heavy. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see what fun things we can add to the center of this. So here you have this. So here's a Benelux. You can add a fun shape like that. You can add, let me get to it, her house shape. You can add the house shape in the center. Of course, we know the round fits. You can add the Prague. Again, really cool, right? I'm kind of curious to see what this looks like. I was sitting here just looking at it going, I wonder what that looks like. And this is the angel wings. Let's see, I gotta just open the bag here. I mean, how many of you have got all those ornaments that are sitting around and you're like, I don't know what to do with them. Christmas, I only use them at Christmas time. I may use them for Easter bag tags. I may use them as bag tags. And OMG. So this is only a single-sided, but you could technically add that to the center. So I will go over all the sizes. Don't worry. I got you. I got you, boo. We'll go over all the sizes. This is the dog tag. Now, if you wanted to, for the dog tag version, remember how we talked about super gluing these together? You could actually super glue the dog tag. I need to make a military one. Okay, sorry, I just get excited over things. Okay, so you could take that you could get those from Suzanne at Sublimation Underground. Then go over and get the interchangeable one from Taz Creations Metal Arts, okay, from Aaron and John, and you can put that in the center. Like, huh? Genius, right? And then that could be paired dog tags. You can even use the it's called the ball and chain, the dog tag that holds the dog tags. You could use that Suzanne provides to you to put in the center and to let it be there. Oh my god! Oh my god, sorry. There's just certain things. You know, and Jody's laughing at me right now. I can hear it. I can hear the giggle because she loves it when I come up with these crazy ideas on the fly. Okay? Totally love this idea. So, you already have the designs for these that are in my shop right now, which is on sale, 40% off. And so you already have the designs for that. Go get those dog tag ones. Super glue them together. They're double-sided. Hello. And then put them in the center. How freaking cool is that? Oh my gosh. Okay. So, that's the metal version. We are going to stay with the metal for me. But I wanted to show you. Some other things. I told you I was going to knock into that damn thing before the day's out. Okay, so now, if you head over to any one of our MDF suppliers, okay, if they could cut you double-sided would work best, but if they cut you a double-sided one of these shapes, now you, whoopsies, now you can get into your firehouse and police stuff. So there you go. You could, I mean, come on. I'm hoping I can get Erin to cut these in metal. I ain't gonna lie. I'm hoping I can get her to cut these shapes in metal for me so I can hang them in the center. All right. Let's see. Maybe you want to add, again, you just have to ask any one of our MDF vendors. That we have 4 of them that are in our group over the Sassy Summer. If you ask them to cut you some double-sided, I am pretty darn sure they absolutely will. You just have to ask them. But I wanted to just show you some other fun shapes. I'm just trying to look. I mean, you could put the, that's a little bit big. So that one you might want to have it, that's from Slinging Arrow. You might want to have it be a little bit smaller. The other ones I got from, those I got from Slinging Arrow. I'm looking for stuff from Kim. Again, you could put, if you have an MDF round, these, the ornaments. Those are adorable for Christmas time. I mean, the possibilities are endless. Look through all of the stuff you have. As long as they're at least 3 inches and between 3 to 4 inches, you're going to have a better time at making them look right. Okay. Put that back for now. not trip. Sorry, guys. I'm not about the trip in life. I've already tripped once this week and bruised myself. We don't want to be doing that again. Okay, we're almost up to 10. So, like I said, you could put a wide variety of different shapes in the center. I'm going to use the metal because that's what I want to use for my stuff. Let me show you the other colors. I'm going to show you all the colors of these tails while we wait for this to heat up, because it was my fault for not letting it, but it gives me time to actually talk to y'all. So they come individually. We're going to go through all the colors. So what I like about these is they do come with the fishing line. I just take it off. I'm not gonna lie, I took it off. And the reason well, this is all tangled up. The reason I took it off was because I want it to hit really nice and small, or short, or whatever, close, there's the word, to it. This thing is all over the place. Okay. It does come with a hook, so you just take this off. It's kind of knotted on there too, so you just, again, it's fishing line, you can just clip it. All right, and then you can hang it from here and make it shorter. So it comes in red, it comes in yellow, it comes in blue, and it comes in green. I will show you the colors up close. There are so many options with these. I love the fact that we can make them really versatile. So not only do we have the solid core center that allows for a lot of personalization, but then you can also use up those ornaments from Sublimation Underground or any of our MDF suppliers. I was talking to Kim from My Sublime Designs, and she's like, Nikki, I've had something on my door for well over a year now, and it looks great, and it's MDF. And I said, that's awesome. So I like to tell you, if as long as it's under a covered porch, you don't want to be out in the middle of your yard kind of thing using the MDF. If they're going to put it in a covered porch, then that way the MDF is kind of protected sort of from the elements. I mean, it's MDF. So we have to go in knowing that. I'm not knocking MDF, but if you're going to put something outside, for me, I want the metal. But if you're putting it in a covered porch, it's a great way to use those MDF shapes that you can change out for the different seasons. Different shapes. I mean, it's really, the possibilities are absolutely endless. So, as you can see, we have a red, a yellow, and a green. And there's that cobalt blue. I'm in love with the cobalt blue, I ain't gonna lie. Okay, then, in this wonderful bag of goodies, you get 40 for like 11 bucks. Like, seriously. Talk about an added thing to your wind chime, or your wind chime, sorry, right church, wrong pew, to your wind spinner, then to add these beautiful, I call them whirligigs. I don't even know what really they're called. I just know that they're called tails. I'm going to knock this all out. There's those colors. Why? Why does it have to be like this? I'm just trying to pull out all the colors for you to see that yumminess right there. I mean, seriously. How stinking pretty are those? All right, so you've got 5 colors. So you got like a blue, a silver, a purplish, a green. This is like a pinky. I don't even know how to describe this one because of the iridescent. I believe it's probably more like a pink. So again, you're going to want to pick whatever you're going to want to pick for what you need. But these are a great inexpensive option. Again, I want to say, so these guys were, actually these guys were $17.99 for 4 of these. These guys were the 11 and change for 40 of them. It's a no-brainer, really. But I love these. So again, Amazon, let Amazon be your guide. You guys can find whatever you want. The links the ladies are giving to you right now are for those items. You can also get the hooks that turn as well. They'll give you the link for that, and for the motorized spinner. Lots of fun things, lots of fun details. All right, let's drop it like it's hot. Ooh, butcher paper, top. Hold up. All right. Oop, I want some firm pressure there. Here we go. I'm so excited, man. Okay, I honestly, honestly, I love nothing more than supporting my friends. I love nothing more than launching new businesses. And I love seeing an idea, a thought come to life. Like I said, a year ago, I went down a rabbit hole from watching a friend's live, and it sent me down this absolutely beautiful rabbit hole. And I have been on this journey ever since. And like I said, everything comes in perfect timing. Things come when they're ready. And I guess we're ready for it because here we are. So like I said, you could get these 6-inch, the little guy, he's on the paper right now. This 6-inch is only $8. And then you can get the interchangeable one for $12. This is 10 inches, okay? The one that we're pressing right now is also 10 inches. That one's 14. This guy right here, the butterfly, which comes with the butterfly attached, is also 14. She will be adding, I keep doing that because I talk to Aaron all the time. Poor John. Poor John's like the hard-working guy behind the scenes, and I'm over here giving all the creds to Aaron. Sorry, John. All right. And it's not John Stock. It's her husband's name is John. For those who are like, are you talking about John Stock? No, but John Stock and Jody Stark are visiting them currently. So, all right. Let me see. Lower it. I might want to do a little bit more pressure though, because, you know, it is what it is. Whew. Hot Toledo is all I got to say. Hold on. Hot Toledo. Let's let that sit for a hot second while that sits. And you can see, hey guys, look, that's off gassing. It even comes through the little lines. I mean, how cute is that? While that sits there, let's get some more butcher paper. I want to tighten this down just a little bit more. It's an amazing product. And here's, you know, I could give you 1,000 reasons why it's an amazing product. It's veteran owned. We have, you know, with the state of the world as it is right now, there is nothing better than being able to say it's homegrown, 100% USA made, and made by 2 military veterans who served our country for 20 years. I mean, seriously, it is the best of both worlds. So I am absolutely in love. I'm going to move this without, you know, taking off the fingerprints. Here you go. Look at that. In honor of our 2 veterans and all those who served our country, I am in love with this. This design is in our shop right now, and I am just blown away with this. Absolutely. So everybody knows the kicker comes. Look, Mom, no bubbles. That was one of the things when I was testing out this product the very first time and trying to dial it in when I was trying to order them from China, is they couldn't get that coating right and it kept bubbling. And we don't want that. We don't want the bubbling, right? So honestly and truly, hold on one second for that. Let's get this guy down. Like, how hot is it still? Like, can I move this? Okay. So, again, with the tapey tape. Now, I'm only taping through things because my heat press is going to push this down and make it so it's nice. That's why you really want firm pressure on this. Okay. Nope, right now I'm doing the back sides of them. I'm going to do the up sides. So right now I'm doing, Bobby, where I'm doing substrate, transfer face down, like this. So I'm not doing it this way just yet. I'm doing it this way right now. Oh, she came out gorgeous. How stinking pretty. Hey, it lined up perfectly. Go figure. How gorgeous is that? Like, seriously. How beautiful. And here was another thing I had to work on. I wanted these lines in between them to be smaller. If you see other ones out in the market, they use a CNC almost router, and they're really thick lines in between. This is light in powder coating. That's what keeps the weight. If you're going to ask me what the weight is, I'll weigh them for you just to show you they're not that overly heavy compared to ones that are out there. We're going to let that cool off for a hot second. Now, what I'm going to do is now I'm going to press it to where the heat goes through this to see if it works. I'm willing to take it for the team on that one and see. I can always order more. All right. So, I got the firm pressure. I got the 65. I got the 395. I'm going to see if it matters face up or face down. I've got my butcher paper top and bottom to protect the investment. I'm trying not to burn my fingers. Okay. Now we're going to do the back side. Let's see. Like I said to you guys, the 2.0 version does have the little notch at the bottom, so you guys can hang stuff off of there. I'm going to show you some different things that you could do. We're going to actually hang this guy off of one of the larger ones, so you could actually make a double decker. You could make, you know, some really fun ones, but we'll do that in a second. All right. Because I don't feel like redoing my print. All right. This is what it comes down to. So, this was tweaked. I will tell you this before we get into this. This design was tweaked after I got this. I did not print it. So, it literally, I have got to lay this out 100%. Don't worry. My designs for these and everything else work perfectly. We had Erin try it out. Now, I'm going to tell you mine is going to be slightly off. Okay. Oh. Well, that was fun and interesting. Let me see. Give me a second. Okay. So, the ones that he had tweaked, the designs will fit. This one is just because I got the new version, right? That's what that is. Now, I'm also going to attempt... Yep, I'm going to. Actually, that's upside down, Nikki. I am going to attempt to press my design also in the center. I'm going to see if that's a possibility. You might not be able to do it if it's MDF because MDF will be slightly thicker, but we're going to try to do the metal in the center of this one because I'm curious if it'll work with metal. So this is me just being curious. We're going to do this together because that's how we do things, right? We like to see, I like to try to product test it, show you guys all the ins and outs. Now, because this has been pressed about a bajillion, or turned about a bajillion times because I absolutely in love with it, for right now, I am going to do that over there to help lay this all down. You don't normally have to because when you get them, they come super flat. It's just because I've been playing with this. Okay, so now let's look at this one. I'm kind of curious. I have some questions, concerns, comments. All right, so you're going to want to do it face up because you will get some weirdness to it, and you don't want that. So we're going to go ahead and just, I'm going to press this real quick. See if I can't get it to straighten itself out and whatnot, because again, so you want to do substrate, transfer face down on these. It's probably just because the metal is much thicker than and like I said, I don't know if this is going to work in the center, but I know somebody's going to want to try it, figure it out. So I figured, why not? We're here for it. Why would you spray coat it? You don't need to spray coat these. They're already UV safe and ready to rock and roll. Yep, The large butterfly is 8.8 ounces just for that. All right, let's see if we got it. Okay, just because I don't want to ruin it. All right. It's hotter than Hades right now. All right, so one of the things that I love about working with small businesses who like to pay attention to you is you ask about the coating, and you just make sure to say, hey, make sure the coating's on, you know, nice and even. This one looks like it was actually just a coating issue. Remember, I got all mine are the 0.0 versions on things. So there was just a slight coating issue on that. That was probably because it was brand new and there was something him and I dialed in together. Otherwise, that's what it looks like. So we are going to set that over there because that's hotter than a mother blessed family member. Yeah. Okay, let's see. So these ones he had dialed all in. We had worked on all of that. And that's one of the things that you got to learn when you're dealing with companies is making sure that the coating is 100% on it. You know, these are done by human hands. So these have had to go through a lot of testing. Not only Nikki testing, but you know what? They had to do their own testing as well. And to see what in the world was going on with it. All right, so you know what? Let me just set the pressure just a little. There we go. We're going to see how that works. Remember, we're just doing the 6-inch one right now. We'll get that cooled off. You guys are totally slamming her website right now. So just hang tight. It's a Sunday. Don't worry. You'll get your order in. It's not like it's going to rush. I just got this message going, you guys are killing her website. That's so awesome that you guys are killing her website too. And because they have great customer service over there, if there's ever an issue, just reach out to Jared. Aaron and John. That was Aaron and John. I don't know how I got Jared out of that. But just reach out to Aaron and John and see. So, perfect. So this is one that they had the coating all dialed in. It was perfect on both sides. And that was the thing. They had to dial in their coating. This isn't done by, you know, robots. These are done by human hands. And look how gorgeous that is. My cardinal almost looks orange in the picture, but it's not. It's a bright red. I'm trying to do it so it's not so angled on you. But it's really red. It's not orange. We're going to let that sit over there. All right, here comes the test of all tests, and that's this guy right here. We're going to see if we can press a metal circle in the center. This is either going to be an epic fail or it's going to work. And you know what? I know someone's going to ask, hey, Nikki, can you do that with the center? That's a wasted space, blah, 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 blah. That's a great place for the ornament. I don't know. I get one press at these, okay, guys? I only got one of each. So when I tell you I only pressed this one so you guys could see it. These are all new to me. So I'm doing this with you live. I knew how they pressed. I knew that they were going to be totally awesome. So I just needed to make sure that, hey, this is how it goes. Welcome. All right. I have no idea. But let me go get that other sheet because we're going to need that. And if I have to do the ornament separately, at least I helped you to know that so that you don't have to worry about it. All right. So, nice and cooled off now, okay? Watch as you turn. How beautiful is that? It was so simple. All right. So you as the vendor, or you, you know, the person making it, we're going to call you all vendors. You want to just leave it flat. You may want to have instructions, which I can bring over to the Sassy Subber, and just tell them to gently twist it so that they know how to just twist it. They should know because most wind spinners come flat. All right, here goes nothing. I have no idea. Okay, I have no idea how this is gonna come out. No clue. But I see an image, so that's a good thing. Okay, I'm nervous. I ain't gonna lie. All right, let's just go for the middle. Holy Toledo, it pressed. Look at that! Hey, Mom, look at that. Okay. So, the metal ornaments from Sublimation Underground married with the interchangeable one from Tad's Creations, you can press them at the same time. Whoop, whoop. Okay, now, I'm going to tell you, there is unevenness in this, and it's only because I pressed it or turned this a billion times. It has nothing to do with the pressing. It is because I've twisted this. So I will let you guys know that right out of the gate. It is because I have twisted it. Where it was flat, it does work. So don't judge that, okay? Just because this was because I twisted it 1,000 times. So, note to self, do not twist these and then go to press them. Press them, all right? If you need to twist one, buy a set for yourself, and then that way you know how it's going to be. But you really just don't want to be sitting there doing what I did, and that was play with it for 8,000 times. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can't get it to be a better press again, because I've really played with this stupid thing. Oh my gosh. I sat there for 20 minutes probably one night just twisting it back and forth and back and forth. Because you know why? I wanted to know if it was going to break. I wanted to know if the coating was going to fail. That's what I wanted to know. You know, if I'm going to post something out to somebody, I want to know. Okay? I want to know if it's going to fail. And how do we combat that, right? So I'm just adding to see if I can't get it to go flatter. This is what happens when you let Nikki in the candy store. Okay? I just want you to know that. Okay. So now that I think I've got it nice and flat, we're going to put our ornament back in the center. We're going to line it right up on my image. Thank God for the dot because now it's perfect. All right. We're going to put a little bit of tape down here. We're going to put a little bit of tape down here. Now normally I don't press these upside down, my center one, these metal ones. I usually do them like how you see it right now. I'm usually pressing it, putting the press right on top of that so I don't have to have tape. But because I'm putting it in the center, here we are. All right. Again, this is why we use our butcher paper. We're protecting our investment. All right. So there's that. Oh, butcher paper top knit. There is one more thing I will show you. There you go. Drop it like it's hot, because it is. All right. Here we go. No. Erin, how thick is the steel? Hold, please. I believe every shop, if you have a shop, every shop needs to have one of these little do-jobbies. It's called a caliper. All right. Where did it go? There it is. There we go. Caliper says, zero it out. It is 0.045 inches, or for those who... Okay. it's 1.0 millimeters. I hope that helps. So every shop should have one of these. These are a caliper. This allows for you to do measurements and stuff. You can get this on Amazon, but it is definitely something every shop should own. I hope that helped, Miss Claire. You're welcome. Okay. All right, so we're going to play with that one in just a second. Let's pull this other one off and see how we did. I'll step on that one, guaranteed. Okay. All right. Perfect. Any tape marks? Okay. Much better. Oops, pressure issue again. And that's only because, again, I twisted it. I gave you my disclaimer. These do press beautifully. You guys saw them on the other ones. It's just because I literally played with this one. So, don't judge that one. Judge me. Don't judge that. Okay, but at any rate, here we go. So, where I should have taped it down over here and I didn't. If you had noticed on the one side I hadn't taped it down, yeah, that's because I didn't. So, it does press when it is flat. It does press gorgeous. Okay, but here we go. It will end up looking like this. Right now, you're not going to even know that I screwed this up once I open it up. And that's another beautiful thing about these, is if there's a little bit of an issue, you're not going to really notice it once it's open. Okay, so let's put the gloves on, because this metal's still hot. Let's put our little doodobby in. We're going to put this in here. We're going to turn it. All right. We're going to shut this guy off. Oh, stop. Okay. Guess what, Mom? I don't have enough hands. All right, let's pull this off. And we're going to start interchanging these out to show you what it looks like. All right. So, what have we learned? Don't twist it, okay? Don't twist it and let your client twist it. You just want to make sure it's a perfect press, okay? So there's that. Let's make sure we keep that into our conversation, all right? Because you will end up with weird looking stuff. Now, here's what it looks like with it inside, okay? You're going to get lots of movement into that, all right? Not only that, we're going to add the red, because why not? Okay. Now you've got lots of movement into this thing. Hold on, I'll get to the bigger screen. Okay. And now you can see what it looks like with something in the middle, hanging something down underneath. All right, I color coordinated it. All right, so you could put that. You could put this red one also at the bottom. All right, if you wanted to. They have lots of cool fun ones. But there you go. That's what it looks like with the interchangeable. The middle centers, I would do them separately, and here's why. Because that's how I do them. I probably wouldn't put them in the center because I don't want to have tape marks. And so I just found on those ones that you can get tape marks on them. So that's why for the metal centers from Sublimation Underground, I literally press them transferred face up, substrate face down. I do not tape it. I lay it down and it presses perfect every time. That's how I do my ornaments from her and whatnot. So that's how I press the Sublimation Underground metal centers. Now for the outside ring that you're seeing here, I pressed it substrate transfer face down. okay? Because it is a little bit on the thicker side of the metal. You really want to penetrate the heat through it, and I don't want to run more time on it. So there you go. You're just going to have to make sure that you play around with your time, temp, and pressure. Please keep in mind these are just suggestions. Don't come at me because you're saying, Nikki, 395 was too high. Well, maybe your heat press is running too hot. Maybe the time isn't. Maybe you're adding too much. This isn't squish the heck out of me pressure, by the way. It's firm pressure. So you just want to make sure it's medium to firm pressure. You want to make sure it's in there. I do mine at 395 for 65. But let me tell you what. Gorgeous! Love this. Okay, so now, because your girl's bougie. Okay, hold on. Hey, Mom, we've got more. Look at this. Wait for it. Oh. Now, once this has the hole in the bottom here, you'll be able to, like, for real right now. Hold on, we're going to pretend. We're going to pretend. I'm going to slide this sucker on here anyway. Oh, come on. Give me a little more. Okay, we're just going to pretend that there's a hole there. Okay, so this is what it would look like if you wanted, like, the trifecta effect. This would look gorgeous if you had them themed out. So I have an apple blossom. So there's an apple blossom one, and I'm going to tell you about my designs in my shop and how they're going to be done. I don't know how my other designers are going to do them, but I can tell you, you cannot shrink a 10-inch size down to fit the 6. They don't line up correctly. So in my digital files at the Sassy Subber, you not only get the 10-inch, but you get the 6-inch as well, so that you can do this kind of loveliness. Here's another bonus thought. Anything that has that hole in the center, you could press that on a floating ornament. You could do it whatever you want, and any of that kind of stuff. Ooh, a floating ornament. Ooh, I gotta test it out. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna have to do it. Oh, hold. Okay, anywho, sorry, brain fart. So, these are what you can do with these. You could do the trifecta look. I am gonna go get that floating ornament. Oh my gosh. You could take my 10-inch design and put whatever's in the center on any one of your ornaments if you want, if you only want to get the interchangeable one. But honestly and truly, I'm gonna add the chimes. I'm already headed down that road. Already heading down that road. I just have to find my one blank. Hold on. There it is. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I gotta see if it works. Like, for real. I gotta see if this works. We're gonna show you all the possibilities you could do with these, and it's all with using the tribe. I love that every part of this, you can use different pieces of the tribe for this. And you know what? Erin loves the tribe. She loves every part of who we are, what we do, what we offer. She is total team tribe. I'm getting there, I'm getting there, I'm getting there. Right? It would be eye-catching for a porch. Okay, so we're going to try something else. So Marvin from Driven by Graphics has these floating ornaments. I'm going to do the chimes, don't worry. I just got to see if this works first. Like, I've got an idea in my head, and now I can't let go of it. Sorry, Mel. Okay. Floating ornament. Turn this guy off. Switch this out. Oh my gosh. 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 Please work. Please work. Please work. Please work. Ooh, we just might have to bring it up a little bit further. I might need a different S hook. But the S hook would work. Okay, we're just going to leave it just because the S hook is, it does fit. It's just that the S hook that I'm using is too big. So we're just going to pretend for a second. But I could find a smaller S hook. Give me a sec. I just want to see what that looks like. All right, let's see if the smaller S hook helps it. Like, come on. Why do we got to come up with this stuff? Listen, I love the solid core ones. I really do. I'm not going to lie to you. I absolutely love the solid core. But I love the fact that I can use up some of my stuff to put this on. Hold, please. That was awesome. Hey, guess what? It didn't even break. It just came apart. Oh my gosh. That was great. That was great. Okay. So, you guys can put this on here. Alright, it's just, again, I need to find a smaller S-hook or an O-ring or something so that this would sit in the center. But you could put a floating ornament in there if you wanted to. Alright, this is how the tribe ends up working together. Alright, now, next thing, the piece de resistance, right? Now, let's see what happens when you add. I'm going to take this off. And now, when the wind comes, your wind spinner can make beautiful music. You can get the wind spinners at Ryder Digital Works. She has a variety of sizes, and she has teamed up with Miss Erin, and she has some custom shapes that will be exclusive to Mel that will be for wind chimes. So I'm super excited about that. You'll only be able to get these shapes at Mel's with her wind chimes. They're a part of her premium line that's coming out, so I'm pretty excited for those. And they're bigger. They're a bigger wind chime. So not only could you pair these two together, and it's the perfect, again, another perfect relationship to have some wind chimes and a wind spinner all into one. But enough about all of how the tribe can help. Let's get back to the project at heart here. Let's talk about, that's right, Taz Creations. They are an amazing group of people. I say group of people, where'd that go? They are two amazing human beings. Veteran owned, veteran made, right here in the USA. And if you want something totally cool and amazing, that's not going to break your bank, not force you to buy 10 of them or 12 of them, not so thick that you can't turn them really easily. They are UV coated. The possibilities are absolutely endless. So this is the 6-inch solid core center that only comes in a solid core. So the 6-inch only comes with what I call the solid core center. The top one is the interchangeable. You can only find it at Taz Creations Metal Arts. They're the only ones that have it. It allows for us, the consumer, from them, to be able to put our ornaments to use during those non-Christmas holidays. You know, where you're not hanging them on a tree, you're not putting them on a basket, you're not using them as a dry erase board, but you can use them as a center to the interchangeable wind spinner. That's the beautiful part. Or, like this one, you can say thank you to your servicemen. What better way to celebrate Memorial Day, Veterans Day, Labor Day, whatever it may be, than with a veteran's wind spinner? I mean, how beautiful is that? All right, your client's going to do all the twisting. You don't do the twisting. They do. Press it flat. All right, Press both sides. We're going to go over that momentarily, but there you go. So let's talk about the products that we used in this video, and then we're going to get to that part of the show where we call the rewind. All right, these are the products that we used in this video. All right, you got your wind spinners from TazCreationsMetalArt.com. It's run by Aaron and John Meyer. They are just souls to the earth, the sweetest human beings. Erin's smile just brightens up an entire room and totally makes your day. She is absolutely just the sweetest thing. Her and her husband are both military vets, 20 years of serving our great nation. So thank you kindly for your service. The designs today you saw by me. That's right, the Sassy Summer. You can find those at thesassysummer.com. I'm sorry, no, you can find them at the Sassy Summer on Etsy. Sorry, they're all on my Etsy page, which is running a 40% off sale right now. That's 40% off right now at the Sassy Summer. So go buy all the designs for these because they're absolutely amazing. You're going to need a heat press blowout paper. Of course, the wind spinner tails. I got those from Amazon. The settings I did were $3.95 for 65. I did do it where it goes substrate, then transfer face down. For those, if you use any of the metal, come back to here. If you do use any of the metal ornaments that come from Sublimation Underground, I don't press them normally. So I press them with image face up, substrate face down, and I do not use tape. All right, so that's how I press those metal ornaments for Sublimation Underground. I love the metal ornaments in there. It just gives me a little bit more peace of mind because mine end up out in the middle of my yard on a shepherd's hook. Okay, so that's where my wind spinners are going to end up. They're going to be out in the yard, out in my rock garden. So that's where I plan on putting them. But if you happen to put them in a covered porch, yes, you can use the MDF. I just wouldn't put it right out into the sun and into the harsh elements, especially if you live here in the north and we get a lot of rain and snow. Okay, so those would be definitely a covered porch if you use the MDF option. Now, if you use acrylic, you can get some acrylic from our vendors. We have a few vendors who do cut acrylic. We have My Sublime Designs, we have Blanktastic, and we have Aparicium. All three of those lovely ladies do cut acrylic, which you could also use as well. You guys did see me use the floating ornament. That's right, this floating ornament from Driven by Graphics, you also could put in the center. Really, the possibilities are absolutely endless, which you could put in there. I like the ones from Sub Underground because that's just who I use. Now, you can use the stacked effect, as I showed you guys here. These are called wind spinner tails. If you're looking them up on Amazon, I think they just add some elegance and some class. They jazz it up a little bit, if you will. All right, so I'm all about those. You can have, whether it's the gazing ball style or just the whirligig. You know, I'm calling it a whirligig. Call me crazy. But whether you use these, which are plastic, or those which are metal, it is completely up to you. Remember, you add a tail, up your cost, because you're upping the quality of your item. I did get this motorized wind spinner on Amazon. That is something that you should have for your shops. If you're going to a vendor show, if you have an indoor shop, that's something great to have, because then, why? It catches the eye. It takes a D battery for that particular one, and there you go. This would catch your eye if you were walking by. I mean, how mesmerizing is that, right? Absolutely gorgeous and stunning. I could sit here for hours just watching it. You add the wind chimes in from Rider Digital Works, and you've got me done for the day. All I can think of is long summer nights sitting on the back porch with a cup of tea and just listening to the beautiful sounds and looking at that absolutely amazing artwork that we've all created. It has been a crazy, amazing ride, and I am so fortunate to have such amazing friends to be along on this ride. I want to say a huge shout out and congratulations to Aaron and John. John, who doesn't get enough credit clearly today. I want to say a huge congratulations. Now I know her website's running just a touch slow right now. there's that. I will have Jody post over in the Sassy Subber group what the tribe code is. If you're looking for that tribe code, if she already has it, she'll let you know. It's posted over there. It will be in the files section as well, where my vendor stuff is, or not, yes, where the vendor stuff is, you'll be able to find it there too. I'll be going over shortly to go do that. So, thank you guys so much for enjoying this ride with me. I hope you guys absolutely enjoyed every part of it. If you've got any questions, I'm going to run through the comments both on YouTube and on Facebook just to see what you guys got going on over there. People are like cats, that something moves, right? Exactly. You might have been out since last May and no fading or extra UV. Awesome. How do the spinners, once the image is printed, hold up in the sun? Sherry, that's a great question. These are UV coated. All right, these wind spinners down here and the interchangeable one, they all have a UV coating on them. And we've got people who have been using Mel's wind chimes. I mean, Mel's been doing her wind chimes and using the same style metal for well over a year, and it's been just fine. But yes, they are UV coated, so that's a beautiful thing, so they can hold up to outside, and they're steel to boot. So again, a win-win right there. Are the metal ornaments thinner? They are not. Well, I can't say they're not. Let me measure them for you, Miss Lynn. I think they're pretty close to the same size because I was just able to press it. So they're not as a thick metal. And what makes these thick and heavy, by the way, for those who are asking, is how much the coating is. If you do a coating correctly, it shouldn't be overly thick and heavy. It should be really nice and light because wind spinners are meant to move. You don't want something that's heavy. So let's measure that. That's a great question, Miss Lynn. They are slightly on the thinner side. Let me see. Yes. Oh no. Nope. They're about the same size, Lynn. They're just this is just slightly thicker, not by much. So yes, they are just about the same size. If you get the metal ornaments from Sublimation Underground, they are pretty close in thickness. So that's a nice thing too. But there you go. How gorgeous. Right? I will make sure that I take more pictures so you guys can see them. You can head over to the Sassy Subber on Etsy for more great designs. The designer tribe will get their hands on those templates tomorrow. They will be having a lot more fun things coming out because you know what? I'm not the only creative mind in this group. I just happen to be the one who gets to do it first out of the gate. Ha ha ha. There you go. Let me just see what's going on. Here we go. And if you have a custom request, please ask for one. I know somebody has asked for school wind spinners. Please note, again, all of my wind spinners that are the solid core center come with the 10 and the 6-inch file because they just don't shrink down the same. Because the 6 has less of these rings than the 10, so the center is different. So I just want you guys to know that that's why my files will come with both the 6 and the 10. And that's why they are a little bit more, just because you do get the files. Also, what you get with my files is you see the thumbnail picture that has all the wording on it. Well, also in the files, when you buy or purchase a design for me, you're also going to get a blank mock-up. That's right, it comes with no wording and no tails. This way, if you decide not to have the tails, that's on you. If you want the tails, you could just put a little picture and they could pick whatever it may be, how you want to do it, that's up to you. But I at least have the blank version in my shop so that you can sell it however you want. But that, it only comes with the file with purchase. So the way you see it, like this one right here, is how you're going to see it in my mock-up. And it does have all the wording in there as well. So there you go. Let me see what she said. Do you think that would be a seller for high school teams? You know, I don't know. Dawn had asked me if I would make some sports ones, and I said, you know what? Why not? Who knows? You never know unless you put it out there, right? You never know what's going to happen. So I'm going to be making some school themed ones. Dawn's already got me, putting me to task on that one. Then you guys will have a solid center that you guys will be able to put, whether it's basketball, football, whatever it may be, for whatever you want, maybe just school themed. They are different out on the market than what's normally out there. For a wind spinner, usually when you buy a wind spinner from, let's say, Amazon, they're already custom printed. You can't find one, very rarely can you find one that you can get custom printed, right? So these are already, I shouldn't say they're already custom printed, they're already printed, they're stock images, right, on the ones you find from Amazon. These are completely custom, which I love. Don't worry, she'll be having more fun shapes, both of them, very, very soon, but these are the ones we're starting with right out of the gate. All right. First and foremost, thanks the ladies behind the helm today. Thank you to Jody and Jess. There were a lot of links that they had to post. There was a lot of questions that they had to answer. I would like to thank Jody, who sits over on YouTube. I would like to thank Jessica, who sits over on Facebook. And as always, thank you guys for joining me. And congratulations to John and to Aaron from Taz 8 Creations Metal on your new adventure. Here's to many, many happy sales for you. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. I will see you next week, same time, same crazy channel. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.